What you know about Canada's border reopening? All eyes are on the Canadian border as the current travel restrictions are set to expire this Monday, the 21st of June 2021. Now the question is, will they be extended again? There has been much discussion, and hints leaked to the media, but officials have been tight-lipped so far. Prime Minister has suggested the border will be reopened in phases. Trudeau has maintained that Canada would not start easing restrictions until 75% of Canadians have been vaccinated. About 60% of Canada's total population has received at least one dose, and 8% are fully vaccinated. Health Minister has also said the government could start scaling back mandatory quarantine as early as the first week of July. New arrivals to Canada could possibly get out of quarantine as soon as their COVID-19 test comes back negative. Canada-US border. The pressure to reopen the Canada-US border has been strong on both sides, but Trudeau has been siding with science over public outcry. Politicians and business leaders in Canada and the US have been pressuring the nation's leaders to reopen the border and restart the economy. June 22nd will not likely be the beginning of the end Canada-US border restrictions, as officials have hinted earlier this month. International Affairs Minister Dominic LeBlanc told reporters that reopening may begin in July. He also said there may be dates released with a new order that will signal what the phases of reopening will look like. What we don't know. A phased border reopening could take many forms. It could be phased in terms of geography, as in tighter restrictions on entering areas of Canada with high case counts. Also, as we have seen with the ongoing flight ban on India and Pakistan, the government could choose to take measures to slow travel between certain countries. There may also be differences in how the government handles reopening travel between Canada and the US, and Canada and the rest of the world. The restrictions are already divided in this way, with one order pertaining to US travelers, and the other to travelers from all other foreign countries. There are few differences, due to the important trade and political relationship between Canada and the US. Some of these differences, however, affect travelers. Trudeau has hinted that the relaxed quarantine requirements would affect exempt travelers, such as Canadian citizens and permanent residents, and those who have vaccines that are approved in Canada. This could suggest the government is considering a phased-in approach based on the traveler's vaccination history and reason for entering the country. Canada could continue to enforce restrictions on people based on whether or not they are considered essential travelers. The government has changed the parameters for essential travelers in the past. Notably, in fall 2020 when more international students and family members became exempt from restrictions. By Monday, the feds will need to answer to what the phased-in approach will look like, how will testing and proof of vaccinations work, and what the new quarantine policies will be.